Hello again. Thank you for joining me for today's video as we talk through what God is teaching us out of His Word this year. It's January the 21st today. We're reading 3 chapters in Genesis and 1 in Mark. It's Genesis chapter 38, 39, and 40, and Mark chapter 15. Again, I'm not going to read this to you. I hope you will read it, and then you'll consider this concept that God kind of showed me as I read through it today as well. In Genesis 39, we're reading about a man named Joseph. We know about Joseph's life from previous readings that he was born as a favored son. He was hated by his brothers. They betrayed him and sold him into slavery. And now he's been purchased by a man named Potiphar. He's living in Potiphar's household. He's serving Potiphar there. And one day in Genesis 39, we read that Joseph was, I don't know the word, attacked, betrayed by Potiphar's wife. Potiphar's wife had a scheme that she was going to get Joseph into bed with her. It was kind of a sordid affair there. Joseph, though, even after everything he's been through, even after the betrayal, the attack from his brothers, the selling into slavery, the fall from grace in his father's family, everything he's been through so far, Joseph has never let go of the ideal of living with integrity. And so when Potiphar's wife tries to lure Joseph into her bed, Joseph says no. And he stands his ground. He lives and stands with integrity still. She actually didn't just take no for an answer, though. She tried to pull him into bed. And it says that Joseph resisted her so strongly that he kind of wiggled his way out of his cloak, and she was left holding his cloak while he ran away, escaping her trap. Well, then we learned that she doesn't handle that rejection well, goes to her husband, spins a tale of Joseph attacking her. Joseph is thrown in prison, where he lives for quite some time. And I ask God, what in the world are you trying to tell us through the story of Joseph right here? And there's a principle in there that I think we need to learn. Because we live in a world full of broken people, broken families, broken systems, broken culture. We live in a world surrounded by people that are out for what they want. They're looking out for number one, and in their eyes, they are their number one. And they're out to get you. And we can play by the rules of the world, the corrupt, broken rules the world dictates. We can try to do the game that the world gives us to play, and we can let ourselves be mired in corruption and in brokenness as well. Or we can decide as followers of Jesus that we are going to live moral, upright lives of integrity, saying no to the things of the world. We can instead choose to stand up tall, and when the world tries to pull us into the muck, we can step back, resist the devil flees from us, and we instead live lives that are full of integrity, full of the character and the heart of God, so that people see God in us. That's what we want. That's what we want to live. That's the way we want to live. But there's a lesson to be learned, and it's a hard lesson. When we live lives full of integrity in the middle of a broken world with people around us that are looking out for their own self-interests first, they don't mind betraying anybody that gets in their way. And if you live a life of integrity, then chances are you will eventually get in someone's way, and they will attack you. They will attack you. We read in the book of Daniel, later on in the Old Testament, Daniel was taken into exile. He was a Hebrew, a Jew, a follower of God, and he was praying, and he was arrested because there were some other government officials that were jealous of Daniel's position, and so they attacked Daniel for no other reason than Daniel was in their way. It's what we're talking about right here. People will eventually attack you just because you are in their way. And the challenge from God is to don't give up. Don't give in. Don't throw in the towel. Don't go along with it. Stand up and live lives of integrity no matter what. Because God's promise to you is the same as to Daniel, is the same as to Joseph. When Daniel was arrested, he was thrown into a lion's den, and God was present to protect him. When Joseph was arrested, he was thrown into prison. And it says right here in Genesis 39, it says that Joseph was thrown into prison, but God was with him. The Lord was with him. He showed him kindness. He granted him favor in the eyes of the prison guards. God was with him. God was with Daniel, and God will be with you. When you stand up and you live with integrity and you live with the character and the heart of God, no matter what happens, no matter how painful the consequence is, God is with you. And if you persevere, there is a reward in there somewhere. If you persevere, there's a victory in there somewhere. So you live moral, upright, with integrity. That is how followers of Jesus live, no matter how broken the world looks. I hope you'll join me this weekend. We have services at 8 o'clock, 9:30, and 11 o'clock in person on Sunday morning, right here in our auditorium. And we're also online at 9:30 a.m. on our live stream. Hope you join me as we continue to worship and to seek God's will for our lives. Until I see you then, church, you are sent.